Good afternoon and welcome to West London, Brentford Fusion, Brentford Fans and Leisure Centre, and the Super 8 match between IBB Polonia London and Team Essex. I'm joined by my co-commentator Mark Kontopoulos.
Good afternoon, Chris. Good to be here.
So this is the Super 8 league table. IBB Polonia London currently in 3rd position, and taking on in 6th position Team Essex Blaze. Last match was between these two teams last week, and IBB Polonia London came out the victors 3-0. And obviously Team Essex are going to be looking to overturn that result. So Team Essex Blaze, team of young players, mainly students. Position 2, Marlon King. 3, Chester Searle. 4, Sean Ermey. Kieran Good, the captain. 7, Daniel Northfield. 8, James Bernardi. 9, Alex Palmatier. 10, Cameron Rhodes, who's going to be looking to win many of their points today. Their opposite, 11, Connor Walker, a very tall outside. Ashley Toomey, 13, Thomas Ketley, 14, the setter, and Joe Palombo, a huge middle blocker, number 15 at 2'6". And the coach is Branislav Kovac from Slovakia. The home team, IB Polonia London, more experienced, older. Number 1, Damian Bykowski. Number 4, Dorian Points from Poland. Number 5, Guido Petersons. Number 7, Robert Nicholson from Northern Ireland. 8, Tomasz Wysocki from Poland. Number 9, from Russia, Konstantin Kramtsov. 10, Jay Santos from Portugal. 11, Marcel Siwak from Slovakia. 12, Derek Gimon, USA. Kiszalewicz, the captain, from Poland. Shang, 15, from USA. Bartoszak from Poland, and Dwierak from Poland. Head coach Piotr Graban for IBB Polonia from Poland.
So we've got the introductions for our two teams here. We've got IBB Polonia to our left in the light blue. And we've got Team Essex Blaze on the right in black and red.
Coaches shaking hands, giving each other a little bit of respect there, and the players are going to do the same thing too. And the first official, Brendan Fogarty, and the second official, Christian Gentrini. So I'd like to introduce the away team and their starting 7. So we have Sean Ermey from playing outside, he's from the USA. Dan Northfield middle, Cameron Rhodes setter, probably playing opposite today. Connor Walker outside, Tom Ketley setter, Joe Palombo middle, and Marlon King as libero. And Brendan Fogarty and Christian Gentrini just giving us a bow. Brendan Fogarty vastly experienced. He used to play for Team Liverpool many years ago and has since picked up the whistle, put down the knee pads.
It is now time to welcome the away team. Make some noise and welcome the Essex Flames. On-court captain number 14, please welcome Thomas Ketley.
Thomas Ketley takes the court, number 14. Player number 4, Sean Ermey from the USA. Number 8, Dan Northfield, one of the middle players. 11, actually one of the setters, but playing as opposite last week and also doing the same this week due to an injury. Player number 12, Connor Walker, Scotland. And 15, Joe Palombo, middle, dwarfing the rest of his team. And bringing up the rear, Marlon King, libero, defensive specialist. And for IBB Polonia London, the coach has picked the starting 7, and we're going to see them entering the court any moment. Captain, setter, talisman, number 13 from Poland, Bartosz Kisielewicz. Also from Poland, number 4, Dorian Points, outside hitter. Middle from Northern Ireland, number 7, Rob Nicholson, known to his friends as Gomez. Number 12 from the USA, Derek Guimond. You'll see him by his beard. And the IBB Polonia giant himself, number 16, Michał Bratoszak. Number 20 from Poland, Mateusz Dźwierak. And from Slovakia, number 11, libero Marcel Ściwak. So we're about to start. Team Essex have won the toss and elected to serve.
So Tom Ketley, 23-year-old setter, who just get the game underway behind the service line.
Great shot there from Dźwierak, left-hander. He's got a massive shoulder on him and tends to rip the ball down the line a lot. We'll see it here. Goes pretty quick, nobody there. That's quite an easy point for him.
Great quick set to the antenna by Bartosz Kisielewicz as well. We'll see him doing that quite a lot, pushing the ball out wide with some nice tempo.
And the exact same from Team Essex.
Returns the favour with a big hit from the right side. Serve goes long.
Yeah, that's a costly error, isn't it? You really want to establish your serving routine at this point. Same again. Player number 11, I think, if I wasn't mistaken. Down the line. Palombo here, it's going to be a jump float. That's great, yeah, off the block there.
Touch off the block, touch off the defender as well. Point to Polonia.
You can see again, one blocker, no chance there.
Great reception there. Big left-handed swing once again.
Yeah, it looks like the setters are really favouring their own right side of the court. It's obviously where they perceive a weakness in the block for the opposition.
Seems to be working. Both teams hitting very effectively on that right side with their respective lefties. That's Cameron Rhodes for Team Essex.
I guess when you've got a guy as big as Bartoszek in defence, he's going to give away the odd point or two. Serving pressure from Team Essex there, doing the business. Unable to retrieve it from the banners, and fair play, good work. Cameron Rhodes, the opposite, left-hander. Just waiting to compose his thoughts before he serves.
It's a very loud and vocal crowd here, as usual, for IBB Polonia's home games. Yeah.
Fantastic atmosphere.
It is. It's definitely the loudest venue in the country.
I know, I'm sitting like a half a metre away from you and I can barely hear myself, never mind about you.
It's fantastic atmosphere.
Hey, I think we're ready to go. Just a little technical problem there.
Ace serve.
Great serve.
Sorry.
Great serve, yeah. After all that time hanging around, he did a very good job there. Put the pressure on.
Good serve heading deep into the corner on the IBB libero, Marcel Sivak. See if he goes for Sivak again. He does. Puts him under some pressure.
Same serve. Great hit from Bartoszek. Set was 4, 5, maybe 6 metres back from the net. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but he did a very good job putting that in. There you go. Great shot.
Dorian Point on the serve.
Ah, it's a great serve from IBB Polonia London. Points take going down the line.
See here, he's opting for the topspin jump serve.
Nice.
Bit of extra power on the ball.
Passer was off balance, I think, there a little bit.
He was. Putting some nice pressure there on the passing unit, forcing an out-of-system play by Team Essex.
And that was almost the same point that we had a minute ago from Bartoszek, but the opposite couldn't quite do the same job there.
Slightly better reception there, but still under pressure.
Good touch.
That's a big
Yeah,
block.
put down there in his boots.
Nicely formed block there by the Essex players.
Absolutely, I think that the Essex guys took everything away from Jiverak and he had nothing, nowhere there, nowhere to go.
Rob Nicholson there finding a way through that block. He had 2 blockers waiting for him. Tough job for a middle.
Wasn't the best set for him.
Now it was a little bit tight. Did a good job though.
Yeah.
Celebrates wildly. And he goes back to the service line. Goes for his favorite jump float. It's a great swing there by Sean Ermey.
A little bit of a beach shot, I think I might describe that as. Just a roll shot down the line.
Yeah. Very nifty little shot over the block. Got some nice height.
Found a big space.
Essex defensive unit doing its job again. Oh, there's another beach action. Sean Ermey, little poke set.
Great shot from Bartoszek once again. all season Bartoszak's been, and example a little bit, goes to Bartoszak, great control, ball down.
That takes us to the first technical timeout of the match. Score is 8-7 with IBB Polonia in the lead.
I think both teams just looking to calm themselves down a bit. Playing on the TV is always exciting for both teams, and I think once everyone settles down into their rhythm, we should see the home team taking the lead here.
Teams just making their way back onto court after the first technical timeout. And we've got Bartosz Kisielewicz back on the service line.
Triple block. Denied.
Great
I
work
think
by
that was Palombo in the middle. Yeah, just off Jvierak's head, I think.
There's
Shivak
Ermi
in
again.
exactly the right place.
Yep, Shivak doing a great job off a big swing by the American outside.
Oh, the ball looked to be sailing out, and I think somebody put a hand out. Let's have a little
There
look.
was a net touch according to the referee.
A net touch.
I see the net slightly moving there. Must have been touched by the blocker. Gives the point to Team Essex. There's Jvierek again, the big lefty, coming out of the right side.
He's a very strong hitter. Finds a hole every single time, and he really lays into the ball.
Very quick arm, as you said earlier. He's back on the service line. Just puts that one into the net. Gives Team Essex an easy side out. And there's their big American back on the service line.
Just 1 point in it. Nothing to choose at the moment.
Yep. Teams trading points. Nice reception by Jvierek. Little combination play there by Polonia. Ball sails just long by Dorian Point.
I think the outside points was just reaching a little bit too much. Yeah, it was just outside his range. Makes up for it that time. Nice and controlled. He's a really whippy player. Doesn't look like he's particularly strong, but he's got a fast arm, and he really finds good angles.
Yeah, that's a very difficult shot to make there, about 2 or 3 meters off the net, out of system.
Absolutely, yeah.
Finds a hole down the line, great control and poise.
Overpass, so here's a chance.
Here's a free ball for Polonia. Opts to go for the backcourt.
Complicating it unnecessarily, in my opinion.
Agree. Your front row is doing pretty well there, being very effective at the net. So the set was a little bit too close to the net for Jvierek. It's coming out of the back row, which means he has to be taking off from behind that 3-meter line.
The official fan club, I think, doing their best to put the server off, drumming it loudly.
And their favorite chant of "thank you very much."
Absolutely. Well, indeed, it's a gift.
Bartoszak, Michal Bartoszak. The top spin jump serve. Does a great job. And there's a free ball for Polonia.
Let's see what they can do this time. It's not the best set. And Essex themselves making a bit of a mess there.
It's a big swing.
And I think
Connor Walker.
Just gone out there, just gone wide. Both teams having opportunities there to win the point and giving it away, not making the most of it.
It's just a little bit scrappy on the first touch. Both teams just missing a little bit of quality there on their reception.
I agree.
Putting their setters under a bit of pressure. Attacking under less than optimal conditions.
Yeah, just out by 20-30 centimeters.
That's a better reception there. Rob Nicholson finding a hole through that block again.
I don't know about you, but I think both teams need to tighten up on their first touch.
Yep.
Serve receive just not good enough at the moment from either team.
Definitely. There's a timeout called by Team Essex as they fall behind by 2 points, 12-14.
From where we're sitting, we're a few meters away from the huddle. Things look quite calm on the Team Essex on the Essex bench there, and everyone's listening intently. And I would imagine that the coach Kovac would be saying, we need to pass a little bit more carefully. I don't think the serve pressure is too hard to deal with, and I think they can do a lot better. They certainly did last week.
Yeah, agreed. They need to pass a little bit better, give their setter some better conditions to be able to give them some more attacking options, more effective sets, create better conditions to score some points. There we go. Make a good start out of the timeout there. Great reception.
And I think that was off Nicholson's head, if I'm not mistaken.
Looks like it was. And Coach Kovac seemed to enjoy that. No,
yeah, there it is. I described that serve as hideous. It barely made the bottom of the net. I know I'm a bit
harsh.
Uncomplimentary, but that was a poor. Okay.
Happens to the best of families.
Yeah, I know. Don't remind me.
Oh, there's a pokey set by Kiselevic.
That was an extraordinary set from Kiselevic.
Fantastic. He seems to be enjoying it too. Big smile on his face. That takes us to the second technical timeout, 16-13.
Take a look at this.
Yeah, one hand off the knuckles.
One-handed set, perfect. Ćvierak nails it. That's one for the collector's album, it really is.
Some beach skills there. So Polonia slowly but surely building a little lead here. They were up by 1 point at the first technical timeout, up by 2 points the next time out, and this time they're up by 3. Seem to be finding a bit of rhythm.
Kovac's brow's looking slightly more furrowed there than it was a few minutes ago. Do you think he's going to start looking to his bench? Does he need to change anything at this stage, or do you stay with what you've got?
I would stay with it for another few points and see if they can just string together a little run. They just need a side out here, good reception, give themselves a good opportunity. You've got 2 strong hitters at the front. See if they can string together a run. If that doesn't happen, then he's got to start looking to the bench, in my opinion.
Yeah, fair enough. Derek Guimond's going to love that. His team 2 seasons ago was Team Essex, and it's always great playing against your old team. So I think Derek does get the hand on this. Yeah,
he does.
Big kill block for Derek Guimond.
Great job there, closing the gap. Rob Nicholson back on the service line. It's a big swing. Sean Ermey once again on the outside. Seems to be favouring a big cross-court swing.
One block, split block. Yeah, it was fairly easy from at that stage.
Great set by Kishelevic. Nice cover. That ball sails long. Polonia players appealing for a touch. No touch, says the ref.
I agree with him. I think Ćviarek was off balance a little bit, or yeah, just going a bit too fast, I think. Again, just slightly off balance.
Daniel Northfield, the service line. Oh, in the middle of the net.
And I think Team Essex, when they've got these opportunities like this, they've really got to take it. You get a point like that given to you, and then you serve in the net, and I think it's a bit of a psychological problem.
Downer, yeah, it's a real downer for the team. They just need to string together a run, but if they can't serve effectively, it's not going to happen.
They do. Referee deeming that a double touch. Again, the referee is correct, I think.
Ooh, referee calls a
Let's have a look at
rotation
this.
fault
So
on the serving team. That's very
wrong
interesting.
server, maybe, or
No, not wrong server. He said that the blockers switched sides too
okay.
early.
Let's see if the replay shows us.
That's a little bit strict, I would say. Oh, yeah. I think he's being a little bit harsh there, if I'm honest.
You think so? Okay.
I do. But a rule is a rule, and he's just enforcing it strictly.
What are your thoughts, Mark, on screening?
Controversial topic, very controversial topic. A lot of teams do it, and they do it very blatantly and obviously. It's a very difficult call, or a very difficult decision for a referee to make, because they're not positioned in the best place to see whether screening is actually occurring. Although my opinion is that you can see it occurring very obviously when three players are stacked on the same side of the net for no apparent reason.
It just seems like the whole world does it now, and it's just part of the game.
Yeah.
Good touch block.
There's a tight set there. Great block there by
Big block,
Bartoszak.
Bartoszak. Yeah.
With Guimond closing the gap there as well. And there's the first block. And there's the second one, nicely timed. You see the finish there, reaching over the net.
Bartoszak has an advantage. He's, I think, 203, 204.
Yeah, he's a big guy. His substitution there as Ashley Toomey came on for Thomas Ketley. So a change of setter on the Team Essex side. Oh, almost managed to recover that ball, but we see the reception struggles continuing. Bartoszak there put under a bit of pressure by his receiving unit. Forces a difficult set and a difficult attack, though Dorian Point manages to find a solution there. That big left arm of Cameron Rhodes again.
That was a great shot.
It was.
A really nice shot. I like the way he squared up for this. Very
So there's
nice.
Chester Searle making his way onto court in place of Joe Palombo. is coming in as a defensive specialist, service and defense substitution.
Probably 30 centimetres shorter than Palombo. And for a serving specialist,
long.
I wonder if he'll get his contract renewed next season.
Oh, interesting decision by the coach there. So Chesterfield stays on, and the libero comes in for Sean Ermey instead. Comes in for the outside hitter.
Graban making some changes himself. Looks like he's going to do a double substitution, bringing opposite for setter. At the moment, Polonia have no setter.
So Rob Nicholson is going to take setting duties there. Not a bad
I think it was a fair
by
set.
Rob. Yeah, not a bad set. Unfortunately, though, Point unable to convert. So there's Konstantin Hramchov coming in for Michal Bartoszak. So we've got a
The
setter
coach
back
won't
on
be
court.
happy with that. That was part of a tactical decision. And now the other part of the double substitution has been made. Kostya Kramtsov in. Making an impact straight away. Setting points, he goes cross court and finds the floor. That's a great first set. Nice touch.
It's the first set point for Polonia, 24-19. It's a good set. Essex out of system, triple block, slightly off balance on the block though. There's a bit of confusion between the blockers. Free ball Essex, see if they can convert this time. Oh no!
Ah, huge block. Huge block from Polonia.
It was a one-on-one situation there for the attacker. Connor Walker unable to convert. See Polonia there scrambling to get the ball. Yeah, maybe off the net.
Oh, okay.
Maybe the blocker got a touch on it too, don't know, but either way.
I got too excited there.
Either way, the attacker should be converting in that situation for one-on-one. So
I think he went for the right part of the court, but whether it was blocker or net, maybe we'll see in a minute. Oh, okay.
Yeah, net.
Unforced error.
Yeah, a little unfortunate, but that takes us to 25-19. First set to Polonia. So teams switch sides.
I think I'd describe that first set as scrappy.
Yes.
Moments of quality in there, but too much, unfortunately, too much mess occasionally for both teams. This is
an example of that. I mean, it's both teams fighting really hard, going after every ball, throwing themselves on the floor. It's good intensity, but as you said,
that was early on in the
scrappy.
set, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was that nice triple block.
Triple block, yeah.
And I think the problem that both teams are having at the moment is because the serve receive isn't that great, they're not really running middle too often. And as a result, putting a lot of pressure on the outside hitters.
That's right, and it's giving an advantage to the blockers that are able to set up a nicely formed block most of the time. So we're seeing a lot of block touches, as you can see in these replays as well. There are very few balls that have gone past the block clearly. But in the end, it makes for longer rallies too. So
it does. Back in our day, Mark, of course, matches would take 3 hours, 4 hours sometimes. I mean, you could only score on your own serve.
Yep.
They've got it easy these days, I think. So we'll see shortly whether Kovac brings out the same players in the same rotations or whether he tries to change something. Compared to last week, I'll say the quality of the game is slightly better. Last week, both teams making an awful lot of mistakes. And let's see. So I see player number 13 from Team Essex, Ashley Toomey on court.
Yep, so he came in for Tom Ketley earlier on, and
so he's stuck with that
he
change.
stayed in.
And Coach Graban sticking with the same 7 players that started the set.
Same 7, same
double
rotation.
Yeah, the double substitution making a good impact at the end of the set, but obviously reversing back to what's worked for most of the season.
So it looks like we're going to have the same matchups again in this set, as Coach Kovac elects to go back one since they're receiving. So we'll have the same matchups throughout this set. There's a nice little off-speed shot by Dziwierek. And the referee calls a foot fault, I believe, under the net, or perhaps a net touch on the Team Essex side.
Yeah, Dziwierek is one of the more intelligent players that I've played with. That's not taking anything away from anyone else, but he really uses his brain, and if things aren't perfect, he doesn't just hammer away.
Yeah, there's another off-speed shot there. Nicely used ball. Let's see him here. The Essex libero positioning himself well. Deep cross court. Another off-speed shot by Dziwierek. He elects for the little tip this time.
Kisielewicz using him, I think, 4 times in that rally. Now he's smiling, he's enjoying it.
Kisielewicz, incredible ability to push the ball to the outside, to zone 4. Most people know he's going to go zone 4 a lot of the time, but he still manages to convince them that he won't. And yet he still goes to zone 4 and gets one-on-one situations for his outside hitters. Incredible setter, incredible setter.
How do you rate Kisielewicz amongst current crop of setters in the UK?
I think he's by far the best setter in the UK by a long time. By far the best for several years.
Possibly since the days of Richard Dobell?
Probably yes. Probably yes. I'd like to say that I'm amongst that top 5 or something, but maybe not.
I couldn't comment.
Let's just say no.
Not.
I agree.
And never was. What's quite deceptive, I think, and possibly not easy to see on the TV, is the speed of the set, where Kisielewicz goes behind now. That's a fast set.
It is.
As fast as anywhere you'll see. A great set for left-hander.
You see the ball doesn't clear the height of the antenna.
Half a metre out of court, maybe. And Ermi does the same mistake. But I think if you're a jump float server, you can't serve the ball out. It's a relatively easy serve, and to put the ball a metre out of court is criminal. I think it's different if you're going up and you're hitting the ball 80 miles an hour on a jump serve. That's exactly what a jump float should look like. Strong, tactical, to a position. Does the job.
Nicely placed there, going for the sideline. I like a good sideline serve.
Gumon changing it, going line.
See there, he's putting the reception unit under a lot of pressure again. And Polonia race out to an 8-2 lead into the first technical timeout.
Certainly looks like IBB Polonia London have stepped up a little bit. I imagine Coach Graban's given them a little bit of a telling off for taking it perhaps a bit casually in that first set, and whatever he said seems to have worked. Coach Kovac still trying to explain and help, and I wish I could lip read, but I can't.
they need some solutions now, I think is probably the gist of what he's saying. Whereas here we've got Coach Graban, he's trying to keep everyone on their toes, maintain the intensity, don't let them let up.
Serve received, I think, still is where I'm going to point my finger of blame.
Derek Guimont getting ready.
Just glancing over to Grabana, showing him where to serve, giving him a little clue as to where he would tactically like him to put the ball. That's pretty close to where he asked him to serve, I'll have to tell you, so I could see the signal.
There's a good block by Team Essex there. Dorian Point.
It just all became a little bit obvious at that point. Polonia had nowhere else to go, and Essex closing the hole very nicely, thank you.
Looks like Team Essex are going after Dorian Points on the serve.
Yeah, and why not? You've got to choose a target, and you've got to try it on several occasions and see if it works. And if it doesn't work, then you can always change. But why not?
Yeah, agreed. Let's see where Bartoszak goes this time.
That's a miss hit.
I think he mishit that one. I agree.
Is where he went. It's not going to be very pretty. No.
He was going for a topspin serve there. Mishit it. You see it just floating out really long. He's an effective serve this time, or an ineffective service receive. Depends how you look at it. You see the overpass.
Bit of an
there.
overpass. Yeah.
There's another one sailing long there. A few service errors. As you said earlier, you wouldn't really expect to see this many service errors off jump floats.
It's almost better to stand on the floor, pick a point and serve at it rather than try and look good and make a silly mistake like that.
There's a big serve by Point, gets Polonia the overpass free ball. Essex defense doing its thing, but Rob Nicholson returns it with some interest on the second attempt. He gets his first shot there, ball comes back, right back at you.
Good work, Nicholson, or Gomez as he's known to his friends. Brendan Chang on court as libero for Marcel Sivak. Chang is one of the fastest liberos I've ever seen.
Ace serve.
Chang covers the whole court on his own. Let's hope we get to see a few minutes where he can show us his skills. He is exceptional.
His timeout Essex. 12-5. Polonia with a 7-point lead.
It looks comfortable. Do you think that Polonia have got a bit more to give, or are they now in fifth gear and really giving it their best?
No, I think there's more in them. There's still a lot more in them, I'd say, and you can see just here right by us, Coach Graban really sort of trying to get more out of his players, keeping the intensity, trying to get them to stay focused. Dziewierek seems to be out of rhythm a little bit on his attack since the early part of the first set, so they need him swinging again. He needs to connect better with the setter, and I think that's what Graban is looking to get out of his players right now, but there's definitely a lot more left in them.
So Points will go for jump, serve, control. Poor pass. And
into the net.
Yes. My prediction is that points will serve this serve a lot harder. He'll probably surprise me. He surprises a lot of people.
That's good reception this time. Setter goes with his middle player. 3-man block by Essex. Seems to be. Oh, and there's a big block by Gomez once again. He's all over it.
Let's see who gets the touch on this. Is it the middle or is it the setter? The setter will always claim it.
Yeah, I think Rob's claiming that one. Saw him celebrate there.
Being an ex-middle myself, I'll claim it as well. It's one for the middle players.
A bit of confusion there on the Polonia side. I think they thought they'd won the point off the serve.
Yeah, points definitely hit that serve with a lot of venom, and it only just missed the ceiling.
Which would have been out of bounds.
Everyone was just slightly asleep.
Yep. See them looking up to the sky, wondering what happened.
So it looks like Graban is using both of his liberos now. One for serve receive, one for defense, which is relatively unusual, but not unknown. Bartoszak finding the corner again, very nice. He's really come along a long way, that player, this season.
He has. I think I watched him over the years. He's dramatically improved his ball control, his ability to hit out of system. There's a miscommunication there by the Essex boys.
I was talking to Coach Graban about Bartoszak just the other day, and Graban said, you know what I would like him to do? I'd like him to play beach in the summer. So, Mr. Kontopoulos, that might send him your way.
Yeah, please do. I think that would be a very, very interesting prospect on the sand. He's a big boy. A lot of very skilled defenders out there looking for some good blockers to partner with.
Absolutely, yeah. He's not the best defender, of course. He sets relatively well, and he's a brute at the net in terms of hitting and blocking.
I know a few defenders out there that would love to play with him.
Well, maybe
David is watching. Davide Grandolfo, there you go.
Set up a beach volleyball dating agency. Why not? Let's do it.
That's not a bad idea. Some fans enjoying the music and the atmosphere.
Bit of a seated dance. I'm an expert at that myself. Graban making a substitution. Jay Santos.
Santos making an appearance.
Taking place of Jivierak. Yep. Santos is quite the athlete.
He's also a very good beach player, by the way.
Well, there we go. I wonder if he'd talk to Bartoszak and possibly form a partnership.
That would be a pretty strong pairing there.
Interesting.
First time I met Santos, he showed up at a beach volleyball tournament, having worked all night at the hotel he was working at the time. He worked an all-nighter, showed up first thing in the morning at the tournament, asked if he could sign up, signed up on the spot, proceeded to win the whole tournament.
I'd like to have seen that.
It was the first time I met him, and yeah, it's good to see him now making the move indoors as well.
He's a very well-coordinated player.
He's from a rather exotic location as well. He's from Cape Verde.
I wonder if anyone else knows any players from Cape Verde. There's not too many of them around, I don't think.
No, not that I know of.
Bit of a poor error there. Maybe just nerves. Great defense from Shiva, very nice. Free ball.
Starting to get a bit scrappy again on both sides, just lacking a little bit of quality on the first touch and the setting. Maybe overcomplicating it a little bit, like you said earlier.
I'd like to have seen Shivak take this ball, which would have just eliminated that small adjustment from the setter.
See the frustration on all the players there.
It's a great pick-up from the blocker.
So we've had a substitution on the Polonia side with Konstantin Kamchov coming in for Bartosz Kiselewicz. So there's a new setter on court.
So he's gone like for like this time, rather than doing a double substitution.
That's right. And there's Kamchov coming back to the service line. Opts for top spin jump serve.
And then comes on court with an ace. Let's see, I'm dubious of that. I'd say it might have gone long. We'll soon see. That was in. Great ace. I apologise for that.
Nice to see you watching there, Sean Poole. Enjoying the game, I hope.
Yes, greetings to Sean Poole, an ex-teammate of ours, a Polonia old boy. Back from the days of white balls, no liberos, and 3-hour matches. Sean Poole played middle for many seasons and is still doing the business in terms of London volleyball and Southeast England volleyball.
That's right, and I believe that he's the reason that Coach Kovac over there on the Team Essex side is actually back in the game here in England. I think it came down to some sort of chance encounter between Sean and Coach Kovac, who are old friends, went back a few years.
Okay. I think we should mention that the Poole boys, both playing in the USA top college level, which is great to hear.
Yep.
Doing very, very well for themselves from what I hear.
That's right. Big brother Rob is at Mount Olive University, and little brother, not so little anymore, Ryan, he's at Long Beach State, one of the powerhouses of US men's volleyball.
Both winning MVPs and accolades left, right and centre, so well done to them.
So Polonia boys now trying to pull it back together, just regroup a little bit.
Slight overpass, causing the setter to just touch the net. And there's that same mistake that Essex have been guilty of all match. Relatively easy serve, clearing the net by a good 2-3 metres. No pressure on Polonia, serving it out.
There's Jay Santos. Good jump float serve. 3-man block by Polonia.
That looked very tight to me, very well-formed block. I'd like to see this from the back. Triple block.
Straight down and into the crowd. That's a beautiful jump float. I love the angle. Second opportunity there, recycled off the block. Essex defense doing its job.
Free ball coming over. Derek Guim on middle play, getting in the way.
Dorian points again, slightly off rhythm. Let's see if they can convert this time. That's a bit better. There you go. He's in rhythm there.
Very good.
That's the kill.
Essex just not able to handle the heat. Points, lashes the ball, and they're just in the wrong position.
It's 22-11. 3 points away from taking the second set. There's points one more time.
And again, yeah.
Just tooling the block. smart play. See here, he gets the swing right off the blocker's hands and out. Polonia supporters loving it.
Santos picking his point, and that's how you should serve a jump float serve.
It is, that's a fantastic jump float serve. Nice pace on the ball, great angle. You see it allows the block to set itself up, we can see here. So it takes the opponents out of system, allows his teammates to set up a triple block.
Nice side out there, you've got to admit. Bartoszak's going to be disappointed with himself for that, just leaving a hand as a target.
Yeah, agreed. Good swing by Team Essex. That's a big kill by Derek Guimont. Konstantin Kramchov, the setter, enjoying that as well.
Rightly so, it's a great shot. Just a slight variation going behind, finding a seam in the block and the court.
And we have a substitution again for IBB Polonia. So Tomek Wysocki coming in for Rob Nicholson.
Good touch, good first touch.
As the Essex block doing its job again. Wysocki unable to convert on his first touch of the game. I'm sure we'll see more of him in a bit. But see Coach Graban here giving everyone a run out, which is good to see.
Bartoszak having no blocker there, so if Konstant had seen him behind, he would have set him, but there we are. There's points again. Slightly unorthodox there, but finding the line. Second set going to the home team, quite convincingly.
It's 25-13.
So what do you do in this? What do you do in this position, Mark, as a coach? Do you leave it with the team that finished the set off, or do you go back to what works? You go back to your starting seven and take it from there.
It depends what you're trying to get out of the game. It depends what coach has in mind. For me, I think the game is under control. Perhaps a lost set in a worst case scenario wouldn't be the end of the world. The game's under control, so I would probably give that second unit that's out there another opportunity, give them a run out. But it depends. If there's a big game coming up next week. There's a cup semi-final, so you might want to keep your first team in, give them a bit more.
Every game's a big game at this stage of the season, so yeah, you might be right, but I think I'm inclined to agree with you. Just try and keep all the players in the squad competitive.
Exactly.
Getting to feel loved, getting to feel like they're part of what we're achieving here in West London, and contributing.
Exactly, and you need them to be ready to contribute. You need them to be ready to come in at any time, and this is a good opportunity to make sure they're in game mode, let's say. So there we have it. It's 2-0 to IBB Polonia, 25-19, 25-13. Just getting ready to start the third set.
Looks like the supporters are planning something. This is the official IBB Polonia London Supporters Club. They have a huge number of followers, and they attend the matches with their drums and trumpets, and they wear the kit and travel all around Europe with us. And we're very thankful for their work, and they're part of us.
Yeah, it's great to see what's being built here, step by step, over the last few years. There's a great amount of work that's going on behind the scenes to be able to bring these big events here to West London and to the country as a whole. There's a huge contribution by IBB, the strategic partners of IBB Polonia London, pouring in a lot of work and a lot of money, getting behind volleyball and helping us take it to the next level.
There was a big meeting last night between the supporters, the IBB Builders Merchants owner Jacek Ambroże, and the players, just to reaffirm what we're trying to achieve, and announcing lots of good news and good times ahead.
And And there's a lot of opportunities for anyone out there that wants to get involved with IBB Polonia. There are all kinds of memberships, shares up for sale. You can take share ownership in the club, which is a great initiative. Trying to professionalize the sport in this country.
Yeah, it's a unique situation in the UK to be able to buy shares in a volleyball team, and it's potentially a fantastic investment.
Yep.
The aim of the club is to be playing Champions League within a few years, and if you've got some of those shares, then those shares are obviously going to rise in value, and happy days.
Could be a solid investment. Anyone who's interested, we encourage you to have a look. www.polonia.vc for volleyball club. There's some nice perks that come with being a shareholder.
As we see Dźwięk making an unforced mistake there. It's not played his best today, actually. But his serve was significantly better than the jump float serve that we'll see possibly replayed now.
I think the Essex boys saw the funny side of that, but it's not a good way to start the set.
It's another unforced serve error. Guimond missing the sideline by a little margin there, but still, more than I thought, almost a metre.
There's Bartoszak on a one-on-one. Blocker thought he'd done his job for a minute there, but the ball went out, just out of bounds along the sideline.
A well-formed block, but I think just slightly late. And Gomez unleashing the hammer, punishing the overpass.
Yeah, the overpass there by Kieran Good, number 7.
That's his best hit of the day.
Let's see if Bartoszak goes the same way. Nope, changes. Goes to the libero this time.
Great set in the middle. The middle player, who's not the biggest, did a very good job turning it back to position 1.
Yep, it's Daniel Northfield, number 8. There's that one-on-one again. Quick set by Kisielewicz to the outside. And Point doesn't disappoint.
And if you've got one blocker, you'll be grateful that it's not the biggest and that you can use him.
Rob Nicholson did a pretty good job there as well through the middle. Drew a blocker. He got the opponent middle blocker to commit. Here's the kill by Kieran Good. Team Essex Blaze captain.
Yeah, we'll see. He does a good job of finding a hole in the block. Rob Nicholson is a little late just to get there. There we are. Big gap, maybe 1.5 meters.
Here he is, team captain, 22-year-old student. Nice shot there by Dźwięk, finding the gap. It's great court vision there.
Kieran Good, they're guilty of moving in defense just as the ball was being played, still adjusting, and from there you've got no chance of touching the ball.
Good high swing by Connor Walker. Just goes high off the hands of Kisielewicz and Guimond.
Looks like Essex are speeding up their set as well, trying to break the block up.
Yep, and their middle's doing a good job of keeping the IBB Polonia middles busy as well.
I think that's their third unforced error in serve this set. And if you look at the fact that Polonia have only scored 6 points, well, they've given them half, and they can't afford to be doing that.
Selevic elects for the off-speed
That
topspin
was
serve.
a throw. Alex Palmacia guilty of picking up the ball and throwing it from the setter. And you'll see in a second how this...
I think that
Sloppy.
was called on the attacker. Set looked pretty clean to me. I think he was talking about the attacker there. Yeah. I think Team Essex is going to need a plan, and they're going to have to execute that plan pretty quickly if they want to stay in this game. Coach Kovac seems to be drawing something out there on his board. Let's see what they come up with.
My own personal philosophy is as a coach, if you're playing a team who you perceive as being a lot better than you, you've just got to risk it, and you've got to try things that perhaps are not safe and not secure. Go outside your comfort zone, serve a little bit tougher, set a little bit quicker, and you've got to try and put the other team off balance. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But if you're going to lose anyway, and the last set was not great, then there's nothing lost.
I agree. You have to take risk. No risk, no reward. So you've got to risk. I mean, risking will necessarily mean that you will make mistakes. You might miss some serves and so on, but it just seems like they're not risking enough, yet they're still missing far too many serves. I personally don't mind my team missing some serves here and there if they're risking, but if they're not risking,
Then it's a present.
Yep, it's just a gift, exactly. Nice cross-court kill by Bartoszak. Great reception by Dziwierek. Very easy serve.
Great shot for Bartoszak going cross-court. And I think he wins the prize of a chocolate biscuit for this hit.
Great recovery by the Polonia boys. See if he goes middle again. He does. He's a little missed each other there.
Pipe not working.
Yeah, they seem to be struggling a little bit on the pipe connection there.
Pipe's not come off today for Polonia. It's just tried it a few times and it's just not quite there.
Yeah, it's just pushed a little bit too wide, even for a lefty. 10-6 Polonia.
It's another serving mistake.
7-10. That's a much better serve there by Team Essex.
Absolutely. Connor Walker really putting the pressure on there.
See, that's a nice
I
floater.
think that ball travelled very close to the net, which is exactly what you're trying to do on a jump float serve. Look at that. That's a great serve.
It's what Coach Karch Kirali calls a flean serve, flat and clean. Nice clean contact, flat, low trajectory over the net.
And again.
There you go.
Okay, they found something.
Good. Polonia finds a way out. Good reception, good set, and good kill.
Well, signs of some good play there from Team Essex. A couple of very good serves indeed.
Yep. Yep, that's a clinical side out by Team Essex. Easy serve there by Derek Guimont.
You took the words out of my mouth there. That was a very easy serve.
Yeah, and you
Gifting
could
a
see
point.
him not happy with it as well. He knew it. Good execution by Team Essex though.
They're certainly in touch. Much better than last set.
Yeah.
Touched ace. And I think the serve is really making a difference. They're now pushing it. They're causing the passing unit problems, as you can see there. 3 very good points.
Let's see if Alex Palmatier can do this again. Better reception there. Huge kill down the line by Bartoszak.
But at 1 foot shorter than Bartoszak, jump as he might, Kieran Good isn't going to touch that ball on his own.
A whole foot.
Almost. That's another terrible serving mistake.
And he knows it too. Oops, sorry for that. And that. Bilingual.
Yeah.
Is Gomez getting into a bit of a groove there? He likes it too.
Good pass from Chang, you'll see, allowing Kisielewicz to not move and to really pick his point.
Yep. Nice turn of the shoulder by Rob Nicholson there. Just cutting the ball to his right. Kieran Good struggling a bit on reception there. Let's see if he can.
A good touch block from the triple block.
Oh, that's great transition play by Polonia.
Very nice.
Excellent work, all 4 touches, including the block. Very effective.
And again, you've got to be impressed at Kisielewicz. Just his ability to move, turn, and just pick out and put it on a plate for Bartoszak.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And Bartoszak, huge improvement on his backcourt attacking over the last year or two as well.
And I know this will be a commentator's curse, but I don't remember Bartoszak foot faulting out of backcourt this season.
Let's see. I don't recall it either, but captain Kieran Good, number 7 on the service line. Here we go, he's continuing. A good run of serves for Team Essex.
Great serve pressure. Kovac has obviously said that they have to push it. Points being completely bent out of shape there. That is not how to pass a ball.
So that forces Polonia to call their first time out of the 3rd set.
And now the furrowed brow appears on Graban's head.
They're still in the lead, 14-13, but he's clearly not happy with what he's seeing.
Seems that the fashion amongst all coaches these days is to have no hair. There we are.
It's off the block, good cover again. And that shot goes long by Dziwierek. Good hustling by both teams.
Scrappy rally.
Got on a little run here, Team Essex, 14-all. Still going deep zone 1 on Dorian points. And it's paying dividends.
Yeah, the point being won by another poor serve receive.
Yep, it seems like he's struggling to his high right over there. It's a great serve, great angle there towards the sideline, nice and deep. Let's see if he can pull it off again. Essex takes the lead here at 15-14. No, this one goes straight to the middle. Libero Chang with a perfect pass. Ooh, the block doing an excellent job too. It's 2 in a row.
Team Essex has certainly revitalised in this set. I don't know what Kovac has said to them, but whatever it is has worked, and they're really performing now. Playing a much tighter unit, showing some passion, and really causing IBB Polonia London a lot of problems at the moment.
That takes us to the 2nd technical timeout. 16-14. Team Essex Blaze leading for the first time at a technical timeout in this match. Some nice tunes here by our resident announcer, host, DJ, Mark Perkins.
Himself doing a little bit of seated dancing there. And he's singing along as well.
It's a pensive.
Always carries his clipboard during matches. Makes little notes to himself. Things that are good, things that are bad, things that he wants to change.
Let's have a look. Is he going to go deep to zone one again? Yes, he is.
It's a good serve.
It's a well-formed double block, but a big kill by Dziwierek. Gets Polonia out of trouble there, out of that rotation.
At the moment, the outside hitters for Polonia aren't doing a great job.
It's a nice serve by Rob Nicholson, nice and short. There's a good transition situation. It's just something missing in the attacking connection there between the setter and the outsides, but of course not take away anything from Team Essex, doing a great job on the block and their defense.
Great pick up from Dziwierek, way out of position there. Big swing, Connor Walker.
Well played by Team Essex there. They really have found a little spark there. They've got themselves going again. Being very disciplined on the block and the defense. Improved their first touch. Creating opportunities at the net. Another deep serve there. That ball was on the floor.
Yeah, Team Essex, I think it really is the serving pressure that's making the difference. Score a couple of good serves and things seem to improve. Everyone's a bit happier. Everyone works a bit harder for each other. Polonia looking to close this match in 3. But at the moment, this set is anyone's.
There's another big kill there by Connor Walker, I believe. Yes, Connor Walker.
This is it. I think with Bartoszak's height and presence at the net, he shouldn't be giving him that angle. He should be putting his hands right across the net, ripping his ears off.
That was a big kill by Guimond. We love that one.
Huge hit from the mountain man, Derek Guimond.
Against his former team. The Frenchman out of the United States. He had a good college
Chicago,
career.
no less.
Yeah. He was a 4-year scholarship player out in the US before coming to this side of the pond. Spent a couple of years at Essex University. Now a Londoner. Second season with IBB Polonia.
He's one of those guys that always smiles. He always brings a bit of joy to the team and never has a downer, even when he loses his mobile phone like he did on Thursday. Things were always okay.
So there's a timeout called by Team Essex here. Just wanting to make sure they maintain the lead. Coach Kovacs just seeing a bit of sloppiness there. He's hoping to put a stop to it. Maybe freeze out Dziwierek a little bit before his serve.
This is possibly Polonia's best lineup. Setters backcourt, 3 good blockers. Good set, good serve goes in. There you go, reaching across the net, very good.
And that's a good call by the referee. Calls a double touch. A little bit unfortunate. The pass was a little bit too tight at the net for the setter. Did his best to get to it.
This may seem obvious, but it's super important for the serve to go in on this occasion so that Polonia can maintain the advantage they have at the net. Sadly, the message did not get through to Dziwierek. Serves the ball out again.
much better by Polonia. Great reception, great set, and a great swing as well.
That was over in a blink of an eye.
Clinical.
Pass to set to hit. Nice little combination, I think. Points comes inside. Great work. Team Essex claiming a touch off the block. Linesperson giving it out, referee giving it out. So this will go to a consultation.
It looked close.
We'll get the benefit of a replay.
Meanwhile, we got a substitution for Team Essex. Captain.
Let's see if we can spot anything. I couldn't see anything either way, so I can't
We're all
comment.
convinced there was a touch there. Well, substitution for Team Essex. Captain Kieran Good comes off, and Sean Ermey back into the game. Number 4. There's a huge kill by Bartoszak.
I think the TV screen actually wobbled at that moment. The ball being hit so hard by Bartoszak that the cameras wobbled on their tripods.
Nice, steep, sharp cross-court hit. Gimon, another service error.
I've got that down as 5 service errors this set from Polonia.
They race back into the lead, but they're now just 1 point up, 21-20. With Alex Palmatier to serve. Ooh, that was a big hit by Bartoszak, but just wide of
Very
the line.
steep.
This will be a good angle here. You can see it nice and clear. Yeah, just wide.
Probably out, yeah. I think the referee's got that spot on.
Yep, even the line judge there, Elsa Messerlian, hesitated a little bit, called it in initially, but corrected herself, rightly so. Oh, huge block. Huge block by
That's a celebration.
Sean Ermey.
It's a great block on Bartoszak. Massive block.
Yeah, so Essex is back in the lead, 22-21. And there it is, bit of tough serving, bit of good blocking.
Still very, very close. Who are you going to put your money on for this set, Mark?
Well,
I'll take whoever you go with. I'll take the others.
I think Polonia will pull it out of the bag, but I would like to see another set, if I'm honest, just for, you know, another set of entertainment.
Yeah, the standards improved for sure.
It has a
Essex
lot.
have certainly stepped up, and it's now obviously a contest.
So, here we are, final stretch of the third set. Alex Palmatier at the service line.
He had a good run of serves last time he was serving. That's not a good serve.
That's definitely not a good serve. Timeout paid dividends for Coach Graban. He might want to claim that point, freezing out the server. There he is.
Bartoszak having a slight problem with his toss there.
Oh, that's a great pickup. Great pickup by
What was I
Polonia.
saying about Chang earlier?
Yeah, you
What
did
was
call
I
it.
saying about Brendan Chang?
That was lightning quick.
Take a look at this. I'm
That's
really
incredible.
keen to see this replay. Look at this, Chang. It's a great pickup, with his wrong hand as well.
Lightning
And
quick.
they hit out.
That's incredible speed.
Brendan Chang trains like those guys you see on YouTube with insane libero training skills. It is ridiculous what he can do. This game's going to do his confidence a power of good. He's struggled to get on court in front of Marcel Shivak, who's been first choice libero all season. But this is certainly going to help his cause towards the end of the season a lot.
So 23-22 to IBB Polonia. Bartoszak on the serve. See if he can get a better toss this time. Takes a little bit off the serve.
Controlled, yeah.
Here's a transition opportunity. Good set. Off-speed hit. Ooh, that's a huge kill by Dorian
That's
Points.
very hard.
That is huge.
I think that was in the chest.
Down the line. Got his hands on it.
So set point, match point to IBB Polonia London.
Good serve. Let's have a look here. Oh, and that's a kill. Found a way through that block.
So player number 11, what are you going to do? Cameron Rhodes. If you miss the serve, game over. But you know you've got to go for it because it's going to come back with interest if you serve easy.
Well, Polonia have the setter at the front. If it's me, I serve zone 5. Dorian Points. No, goes to zone 1.
Pass.
Oh!
And a horrible miss hit from Points.
One-on-one situation. Great set. What a miss hit. 24 all. That's 2 match points saved by Team Essex.
Rob Nicholson doing a very good job in the middle, taking his blocker, leaving a big 2-3 meter gap for Points, but he's just off balance.
Cameron Rhodes again. Let's see which way he goes. Goes for the libero again at zone 1. That came off the hands. Yep, it did. Well spotted by the line judge.
Kusilewicz going to Bartoszak, who's really delivering today. He's made very few mistakes, couple of loose serves, but other than that, in terms of attack, he's won handfuls of points.
Good spot by the line judge there. Elsa Meselian picking up that little touch. 25-24.
Set point once again.
Number 3. And he puts it in the net.
Giving it away again.
That's 3 match points saved by Essex Blaze.
Saved or not taken. You can look at it either way, I guess.
So Joe Palombo coming in for Tom Ketley. So there's no setter on court now for Team Essex. They're looking to increase the size of their block.
Once again, familiar story for Bartoszak. 2 blockers, pretty well formed. Let's just see if there's a nice gap.
Oh, Cameron Rhodes is going to set now.
There's a gap, and they are actually.
So they're leaving their setter out. Essex leaving their setter out. Cameron Rhodes the opposite. He's going to be setting now. Let's see.
Well, he is a setter by trade.
Yeah, nice hands there. Good touch. There's an opportunity. Can they put it away?
And Bartoszak himself, just not the perfect set for him. Just had to just check on his approach. Hits it out.
What?
So he just has to just
I think
pause.
the refs just made a little mistake there. Yeah, okay. It's fixed it now. So that was match point number 4 saved with Bartoszak going long. Dziwiarek on reception. It's a good pass. Bartoszak doesn't make a mistake this time.
If I had £1 for every point Bartoszak scored in this match, I'd have enough money for a new pair of shoes. And I wear very expensive shoes.
Is match point number 5. Kusilewicz at the service line. We're under a bit of pressure here. Good set by the libero. And a huge block
down.
to put the game
down in his
bed.
boots.
Huge triple block.
There we got it, Mark. 3-0. It wasn't as easy as we thought. The second set was routine. Fair play to Team Essex, who really stepped up to the mark in the 3rd set and served their socks off. But just not enough power to overturn the team from London.
Yep. Fair play, Team Essex. They did a great job there, especially in the 3rd set. Some good quality volleyball. They, I believe they're in 6th place in the table right now, so they're gonna have a long struggle ahead to try and remain in the league, but I think they will pull it off ultimately, just by the looks of things. They're playing some good volleyball at times. It's a young squad. Good effort there in the third set, and if they can perform at that level against some of the other teams in this league, I think they'll be safe, and we'll be seeing them again next season.
Yeah, there's a little way to go yet in the season before relegations are decided, but like you say, they have got it in them. They're a young group of guys. They train, I think it's 7 times a week for one team or another. And I think in terms of athleticism, they're strong. They're obviously well trained. They work hard, and a good group of young guys.
Yep.
Fair play to how they did.
Agreed. And this win keeps Polonia right in the running for third place, potentially second as well in the regular season. They're going to be hoping to steal second place and gain home advantage in the semi-finals and the playoffs. Still a long way to go, as you said, but with first place currently out of reach, they're going to be aiming for second. Just need to keep winning.
Absolutely, that's all you can do is keep winning. So thanks very much for staying with us and watching this game from West London, and we hope to see you next time. Keep following us, keep watching us, and come and join us.
Yep, it's much more fun over here. But thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you again.